All right, guys, working on a 2018 Ford Explorer. This is the 3.5 liter, and we are going to be changing out the front motor mount. All right, this one's fairly easy to do. You've got, now this is up against your engine. So you got 2 bolts here, 2 bolts here. You got 1 bolt here and 2 on this side. So what you're going to do is take off your lower skid plate. You want to take that off because you do need to get up underneath there with a floor jack and cradle the motor just to hold it so it doesn't come down on you, so it doesn't drop when you remove your motor mount. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put the floor jack just up just to cradle it. All right, so these bolts, so you have 3 right here. Those are 18 millimeter. And then you've got nuts that go here. So there's 2 here, and then there's 2 here. And those are 15 millimeter, and you're going to have a deep socket for those. Take the overflow tank. So this line right here runs down, and it hooks to the bottom of your overflow tank. So you can just come right down here, take this bolt, and take that bolt right there. And then you can take that and set it off to the side. Gives you a little bit more, it's a little bit easier to pull your motor mount straight out. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so then what you're doing is on here, because you want to swing this out of the way. So you want to open this up. What you're doing is you're pushing in on the little button. There's a little tab right here. And so on this side, you're just pushing in and pushing out. And then you can just take it, pop that out, just like so. And then this has to lift up. Okay, so what you're going to do is you have to lift straight up on it, like so. So it has to go upward. All right, so you actually don't need to disconnect the top hose. So you just lift it up, set it out of the way, and you shouldn't even lose any fluid. Now we have full access right here where we can just pull your motor mount completely straight out. All right, so as you're pulling the nuts off here, make sure that you have tension on the bottom of the motor because it will start to sag on you and you just want to compensate. So as it starts to go down, lift it back up with your floor jack. All right, so the next thing, so I pulled all 4 of these nuts off, and then I went ahead and unscrewed the 18 millimeter. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull these out. Okay, oops, the other one's right here. So there's 3 of those, 4 of the other, and then you're able to just lift this thing straight on out. All right, so let me show you. Look at this. Just this thing is shot. It shouldn't be doing that. So it's about time to change it out. So the next thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that you have the right motor mounts. So go ahead and line these things up and just double check to make sure that it is correct before you install it. All right, so let's go ahead and slide it back into place. Now this is the easier of the 3 to change out. Okay, and there it's in place. Now let's start all the bolts and nuts. Do not tighten them down, just start them. That way everything aligns properly. All right, so now that you've got all the nuts and the bolts started, go ahead and cinch the 4 down that connect to the engine first. Then we'll do the 3 that's on the frame. All right, so everything is installed now. Make sure everything gets torqued down. And then once it's all done and completed, let's go ahead and lower down our floor jack. Get that out of the way. And then now what we need to do is just put your overflow tank back in place. All right, so on the back side, while you're installing this, This has to slide in, and then there's a sleeve. It just slides down over the top to hold this in place. Then you put your 2 bolts in, cinch those down. Okay, so let's go ahead and install our two bolts. All right, so the last thing we need to do is just go ahead and pop this in place, just like that. And then hook up your keeper, just like that. And now it's back in, and you're good to go. The last thing that you really need to do now is put your skid plate splash pan back on if you had to take that off. But other than that, you're good to go. So hopefully this video helped you out. Please like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.